4-foot section, you have 2 adjustable perforated aluminum base stick, and then you have your 3 shelves. In the back you have a 14-inch, middle you have a 20-inch, and then a 26-inch. All the shelves come with pre-installed brackets with a Phillips head screw holding the brackets in place. Upon unassembling the pallet that the shelves arrive in, you'll be receiving 2 H-clips, 2 pins for each of these base deck flat racks, and then we recommend supplying yourself with a Phillips screwdriver and then a power drill with a Phillips drill bit. Ideally, you want to make sure all your shelves have a loose bracket so they are adjustable, so they will fit a Hussman or a Hill Phoenix case. But you would like to make sure this is a loose bracket, the screw is not on too tight. The pins will go on the female side, which is the bigger of the 2 pieces. It will be installed on the front of the case on the inside where the pinhole locations. To install them on the shelf, you will remove both nuts, which is just the one nut. Leave the one nut screwed all the way to the end or closest to the top. And find your hole location. You'll be using the larger one here and one here. So guide the pin to the nut on the other side and just tighten as tight as you can with a hand tighten. No need to use a screwdriver or a drill. So just keep screwing all the way to the end until it's tight. Do that for the same thing on the other side in the open, the larger oval shaped pinhole. The racks you'll be receiving actually will be flat black, not this hammered tone color. Okay. Upon installing the pins, in case your flat rack gets stuck and you're not able to adjust it, put it on its side, get it a little bit loose, and then just slide open. So push it all the way into itself, put it into the case. The 2 H-clips you'll be getting, you will install these in the back of the case. Ideally, on a case you'll be using, you'll put it in the bottom, facing so that larger H piece hangs out for you to use. For this piece, I will show you from using the second pin location. So this will actually rest on the back, the male side of the flat rack. So you line it up in the 2 pinhole locations, get it in there, and then push the male side all the way out until it hooks into the H-clips. There you go. Installation 1. When installing with one person, the best way to install it is from your left side to your right. Work on one bracket first, get that one in, and then go to the right side and grab the bracket. Make sure you're locked in before moving to the second side of the shelf. The best trick is kind of put it on an angle, make sure that top hooks in, and then make sure your shelf is 100% locked in before moving to the next one. The 20-inch shelf is done the same way. It's a little easier because it's not as deep. Usually have about an 8-inch spacing between each shelf. I will confirm that in the written documents. This case is an open case, so we will not have access to the side like we do have on this one. Go get your 14-inch shelf, the last shelf that goes on top. You can kind of line it up by the eye, make sure you're level, go to one side, push it in the back, and then work your way to the other side of the bracket, make sure you're locked in place. You have 3 shelves, starting from the top, the 14, 20, and 26-inch shelf, and you'll have 2 base racks. All the shelves will come with dividers. The dividers are very easy. They just slide a hook into the back with the rear hook. and then just hook over to the front of the wire fence in the front. When you stand in front of the case, so this is the side profile, you will not be able to see any of the back wall of the case. So typically, we will have, Larry just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7th hole, and then had a spacing of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We probably would want to go for a little bit larger spacing. I will confirm that in the email. But looking at the shelves, you should not see anything on the back wall from the front. Make sure your shelves are level, and then we'll move on to the dividers.